Hi. 1 minute and 21 seconds in. I think I've been live for a while and being told here that the stream's not working. Whatever. Welcome to Freedom Friday, Sacred Rebel Rise. And today is the day of love. And honestly, isn't every day the day of love? What the heck? Anyways, we are going to get started with this live stream. I'm a little bit early because I have a big doggy waiting for a WALK. So for those who don't know, my name is lisalyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. And a very warm welcome to all of you who are new. And of course, a very warm welcome back home to all of you who have been traveling with me for a while. If you'd like to book a personal reading, intuitive healing session with me, or anything else, you can find links in the description box below to my website and my social media channels. So, every month we have a free reading giveaway on this channel, and all you need to do is be a subscriber to the channel and comment on any of the content. So once you're subscribed, anything you comment on will get your name into the monthly free reading giveaway. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I am a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind. And it's really, the messages here are with the intention to support our unique, personal, and individual shine. Okay. And so for these Friday offerings, we work with the Sacred Rebel Oracle by Alana Fairchild, as well as the Journey of Love Oracle. And I can't remember who that's by, but the messages are in the description box below. So, because this is about changing the frequency, changing our vibe, we are the vibe that is here to change from survival to the thriving revival. So, we're going to work with my little ting shaws here. Nice deep breath as we connect. Good. And I'm just going to ask for some messages to support us today, to really embrace the essence of unconditional love that we each are. And how do we show up for ourselves? Like the Sacred Rebel is one who is here to do things their way. We are rebel, to change the frequency. And that is why we came. First and foremost, to change our own frequency from the density of the experience to then be stable and strong enough to shift the frequency and change the frequency of the collective simply by our presence. So let's see what Sacred Rebel Oracle wants to come through for us today. I hope you're all doing well. Please do let me know in the comments below how you are flowing, where you're from. I'm located in Durham region, Ontario, Canada. And we're being asked today to see the true you. What I really love about this card is all the green. And this is really, you know, it feels like this woman in the card, she's, you know, it's almost, I'm feeling like sadness over what has come and gone, what has lived and then died, if you will. And yet what this is saying is that this is a time of reflection. This is a time of really nurturance. Like, look at the armchair there. I love that chair. It looks so comfy. And I'm feeling like the message is for us to get comfortable in our own skin and to remember that love always wins. And, you know, sometimes what is perceived as a rejection is simply a redirection. And it's to put us on the path where we are meant to be, the path that all aligns, everything comes together. And I'm really drawn to the lily pads on the top of the water here. And, lily pads, their roots are deep, right? Right down into the lake or whatever body of water they're in. I see them a lot in lakes. And then we have the beautiful water lily that grows, or the lotus flower that grows. And if you know anything about the lotus grows from the muck and the sediment at the bottom of the body of water that it inhabits. And then we don't see it, but that lotus is always moving towards the sun, towards the light. And so I'm feeling like for some of us, we may be feeling at this time like, where is the light? Where is the life that I imagined for myself? And this is really it. You are the magician, you are the receiver, the transmitter, you are the one that is here to make the shift. And it's up to you to, through your healing, like this speaks a lot of healing. And this is a number 29. So it's an 11. It's the path of mastery. You are here walking the path of mastery. And the path of mastery is simply the path of unconditional love, restoring righteousness to the children of light, to the children of God, whatever you would like to call us or yourself. We are the ones that came for this entire experience. And so as we're wondering, like, where is the life of my dream? Where is my divine counterpart? Where? Well, we're being told what you wants you. And so in order to call what we want into our experience, we must be the embodiment of what it is that we desire. We must be the embodiment of unconditional love, if that's what we would like to share with others in our experience. And unconditional love, with unconditional love comes a great sense of freedom. It's like, as you love yourself, as you show up for yourself, as you see the true you, there's freedom in that. Right? We often look at outside of ourselves for, the perfect match, or, we look at others and we're like, oh, they have the perfect life, the perfect relationship. Nonsense. Most don't. Most of what we see is like a facade. It's hilarious because when I moved into this new place, we're in a building now. And when we moved in, really early, they put this, there must be issues with the original building, because they put this new, it's the building is brick, and then they put this vinyl or aluminum siding around the top half of the building. And then, so it's like, it's what you see isn't really what you're getting, because there's something underneath there. And so I feel like it's the same for us. A lot of times we go out there and present ourselves in the world the way that we would like the world to see us. And very few actually get to see the true us, particularly if we're still working through our healing and we're still feeling like there's parts of ourselves that we must hide. This is where we're being drawn to. And number 16 comes to 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. This is about the physical body. This is about the physical vessel. This is about our pathways of light along the spine, these chakras. And so it's like, do you have enough faith in yourself? Do you have enough self-love to hold the faith, to keep the faith, to grow the faith, and to continue to go out there and do you in the world? I'm feeling the spiral here, and this is like the spiral of grace. The wheel of karma has turned in our favor, and we are now stepping into the pathway of the wheel of destiny, really going for what we came here for. And that's what we're here for. And it's not, you may be going like, yeah, okay, Lisa, like, sure. And I don't really like the fake it till you make it. I do like being grateful for what we have. And faking it till you make it is kind of, it works too, except a lot of times we can get stuck in the fake. And there's so much fake in the world. Like, let's just be real. Some days we feel like we're making it and we're on top of the world, and other days we feel like we're walking through the mud, right? So wherever we are, can we show up for ourselves as we truly are? Can we trust our heart? Can we trust that within us? Can we trust that what we want, what we desire, wants us to? Yes, we would be wise to, is what I'm hearing. Purity of heart is what I'm feeling when I connect with this card. And with that spiral there, it's really feeling like, the spiral of grace, the pathway of awakening, the pathway of consciousness is the pathway of self-healing and forgiveness for self. And then as we forgive ourselves, we're truly able to forgive others, because a lot of times we talk about forgiveness and yet very few people actually forgive. Right? Most people live with some, resentment, bitterness, what happened, what could have been, what should have been. No, everything that was exactly as it was meant to be. Past, present, future, all merge now, here, always in the eternal present moment. This is our PowerPoint. This is, we don't have power back there. If we keep looking back there, we're going to be depressed. And our power is not out there for something which hasn't happened yet. And so if we're out there, we're going to be anxious. And oftentimes, personally, I know for myself, my mind, it's like I have a fantastical mind. And my imagination is great. I can run all kinds of scenarios, forwards, backwards, sideways, up and down, all around. And you know what? It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. So the lesson for now, and perhaps you're also going through this, where I am right now, it's like acceptance of what is, as it is right now. And we don't have to keep driving ourselves crazy thinking about it, how it's going to turn out, how it's going to work out. We'll drive ourselves crazy. We are called to have faith. We are called to have faith that what we want also wants us. And we've got 2 sevens. So this feels like a lucky energy. We've got 25 and 16. Both of them come to a 7, highlighting the importance of our physical body. If I don't show up for this body, flesh and bone, who's going to? Who's going to? I must. And I have to say, I'm very proud of myself. I lifted some weights today. My arms are sore. I'm feeling it. I finally lifted them up though, and this is from someone who was, a gym rat. I used to call myself a gym rat. I was there, 7 days a week at 6 a.m. And, that was my life, not to mention teaching 26 fitness classes a week. And look at this. We've got release the dark wound and let love live. And it's almost like she's releasing it. And now she's going to begin to see the true beauty of who she is, he. And, I'm really drawn to the ripples here of when the fish is re-entering the water. Everything, we're all drops in an expansive ocean of consciousness. And everything we think, do, say, every action we take matters and has a profound ripple effect in this stream of consciousness. So as we mature as the sacred rebel, as we develop, as we grow up, as we heal, then we become more, more responsible in what we put into the collective, whether it's our home space, our workspace, our, just out there in the community, because what we do matters. What we say matters. In fact, we are the matter. We are the spirit that is now wrapped up in flesh to have this third dimensional experience. And, there's so much misguided energy, I would say, within the spiritual community. Like, how many are actually doing the inner work? I see these events and stuff that take place on an annual basis, and it looks like Woodstock 5.0 spiritual edition. And, again, as we mature, as we heal, as we develop, we come to understand the sacredness in all things, including ourselves, others, our connections with others. We don't enter into connection recklessly, nor for instant gratification. I mean, if that's what you're looking for, I'm sure you can do that for yourself. Connections with others, particularly masculine and feminine coming together, is sacred. And when divine counterparts come together, that connection is in fact incredibly healing and takes both the masculine and feminine further than they could have gone on their own in the 3D. So it's about our devotion to the small. And speaking of the masculine, this is 23 and 32 is my number for the divine masculine. This is about daily practices. This is about personal practice in the day to day, how we show up for ourselves as we are continuing to heal, as we are continuing to show up for ourselves, as we are continuing to love up on ourselves, as we are continuing to do the things we need to do in our daily life. Devotion to the small. And we see that beautiful little flower. This lady is nurturing that flower and it's growing. And, I see with these, with these coming off of the flower, it's like that flower is sending its beautiful scent out into the world around it. And this lady that's tending to it's via her acts of love and tenderness towards that little seed that has grown it into this flower that now begins to send its scent out into the world. The temple, we've got 2 7s, and this is who we are. And what's that? 14, so 5 again. So we've got 2 5s out here from this deck. And, change. Are you willing to change? Are you willing to make the changes in your personal life, in your daily life, that support the temple, your physical body that is home for your eternal soul? That's what I'm really feeling. We're being asked at this time to view ourselves as the temple of consciousness, the temple of the divine, the temple of light, born to shine and thrive. And then we have the pearl and the threaded, and it's a number 38, which is 11, which takes us back to this very first card. And we could almost look at these, the pearl and the threaded. Here, we could almost look at that as like the lotus flower coming up from the water. I'm really feeling that card that way. So this is what I'm feeling with this is like, we are eternally connected to our soul. We are eternally connected to Source, to God, Creator, who loves us unconditionally, who supports us unconditionally. There's nothing we need to do to earn or deserve this love. It is who we are. Love is the essence of God, and this is who we are. And I'm really like, it's all so much is coming from this card. Remember, some of you may not be old enough to remember, but they're like I think it's called like a megaphone. Like they would crank the for a record, a vinyl, crank this thing, and then they had this like speaker that came off of it. And I feel like what this is saying is spirit is speaking to you. Your soul is talking to you. Are you able to hear? You won't hear with the mind. You will hear with the heart and the gut, right? You'll feel with the gut. You'll hear with the heart. And there does feel like the overriding theme here is to show up for yourself, to see yourself as God sees you, which is a beautiful, brilliant, unique, incredibly talented child of light. You are a child of the divine, born to shine. And you are a temple of the divine. And so it's really time you started to treat yourself this way, to release the dark wound and let love live. So when we're holding on to things from the past, when we're holding on to outdated programming or conditioning, we can't really see the truth of who we are here in the present moment. And so from the Rumi Oracle, we've got the right choice. You got the right stuff, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't even know. I think that's like a mish. It's a mix of multiple songs there. But isn't there a song, You Got the Right Stuff? It's probably I think it's one of those boy bands. I wasn't really into boy bands. So the right choice. And again, 29. The right choice is to see yourself as God sees you. The right choice brings feelings of peace and ease in the experience. The wrong choice will have us all up in our head, confused, overthinking, overactive, insane in the membrane. Will have us in this very cerebral space. And, that's wonderful. And it helps us a lot to use our mind. And yet often we can be blinded by another song's coming in. And I'm sure some of you are already singing it. If you know me, you probably know what it is. But we can be blinded to the light that we are. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. And most of us never said wrapped up like a deuce, right? We thought it was like wrapped up like a douche. What the heck? So this is really like, this card is speaking to me about how magical we each are. And we are the master incarnate. We are the medicine women. We are the medicine men. We are the medicine. Our love, unconditional, is the medicine the world needs at this time. So let your love lead. And again, I feel like this image on this card is really about, they're asking me to find the book. I don't even know if I have the book here. I do. There must be something good in the book. Here, let me just reach under the computer here. This feels like one who is devoted to the small, one who shows up for their spiritual practices on a daily basis, one who has complete faith that what he wants also wants them. So what it says here, stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets, the sweetness of our heart, the sweetness of life. We're here to extract that. We are the sweetness of life. Don't sit waiting for every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. Not every sea contains pearls. Wow. So this really feels like making the right choice for you. And we can know if it's spirit guided, it feels easy, it feels uplifting, it's inspiring. If it's ego driven, ego guided, there's going to be a lot of friction, a lot of just friction. Lack of harmony, and we're looking for harmony, right? So what is most important, I feel, is making sure that what we are bringing to any day is authenticity. self-love, self-respect, not self-loathing, self-caring, self-respect, self-compassion. I got us a prophet card and it flew off the table. And of course, I don't have my prophet book here. Oh, I have it right over there. So 2 cards came. Oh, I love both of these. And they recently came through for me. So the light that lingers becomes a shadow to another light. Freedom. 20 here is about the judgment card in the major arcana of the tarot. 2 is the high priestess. So there's a couple messages here. This is about using our discernment. This isn't about pointing fingers. Remember, and particularly early on in our spiritual awakening and our healing journey, a lot of times we're going to see the faults of others before we see ourselves. Yet, the truth is, others are a mirror so that we're able to see ourselves. Because if we didn't recognize it in the other, I always say when we're pointing fingers, 3 are pointing back. If we see something in another, we would not be able to recognize it if that was not a part of us. And so this isn't, it's just, it helps with the self-awareness. And sometimes our light, as we go out into the world and shine our light, it's going to support another to see their own shadow, or the light is so big that all the other sees is shadow. And there's nothing to be afraid about the shadow. The shadow is, in fact, where we find our greatest treasures. The shadow, in fact, is often where the inner child lives. Way back there in the shadow, in the depths of it all, that little child that was born of love, that just wants to co-create, have fun, and be their unique and wonderful self, lives there and wants to come out and play. So again, this is like the ripples. We've got a lot of ripples in the water. Ripples. There we go. We are ripples. So the light that lingers becomes the shadow to another. And then we have this beauty, and these are from the Prophet Oracle deck by Khalil Gibran. My favorite. If you haven't read the book, just buy the deck, because the book is in the back of it. It's just it's beauty. We don't want to get in trouble for breasts, because women's breasts are bad, men's are fine. The soul walks upon women's breasts are sexualized, men's are just a chest. The soul walks upon all paths, self-knowledge. And this is 26, which comes to an 8, which is taking me back to this one, the infinity symbol. I'm feeling the infinity symbol there. Everywhere we go, we are. Everywhere we walk, God is. Everywhere, everyone we see is divinity. And so this is about self-knowledge, and the sacred rebel understands that they are here for great purpose, understands that they are the one here to shift to change the frequency, flip the script. We are the light of Christ resurrected, because the light of Christ is simply a consciousness, alpha and omega, light to dark, masculine, feminine, joy and pain. We are here living in a polarized experience to balance the polarities within our experience. So as soon as we understand that our physical temple, our physical vessel, is the home to our eternal soul, then we walk out into the world with this understanding and awareness that our soul is everywhere. And I haven't read the guidebook for this, so I'm feeling like I've got to go and get the guidebook off my coffee table and bring it back, and we'll wrap this up with that message from Khalil's take on self-knowledge. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so let's see what it says about self-knowledge. I hope if you're catching this on the replay, something here resonates, and anytime you connect with it, These messages from source, from spirit, are timeless and eternal. So whenever you come across this, I trust that there will be something here for you, something that supports you on your healing journey, on your journey of self-discovery, self-healing. Let's see, where is this? Self-knowledge. And I will be back tomorrow night live at 11:45 after work. So Saturday night live at 11:45. We will be here. Okay, self-knowledge. This is what Khalil says about self-knowledge. A man said, maybe I should just turn on the light. A man said, "Speak to us of self-knowledge." And he answered, saying, "Your hearts know in silence the secret of the days and the nights, but your ears thirst for the sound of your heart's knowledge. You would know in words that which you have always known in thought. You would touch with your fingers the naked body of your dreams. And it is well you should. The hidden wellspring of your soul the hidden wellspring of your soul must needs rise and run, murmuring to the sea. And the treasure of your infinite depths would be revealed to your eyes. But let there be no scales to weigh your unknown treasure. And seek not the depths of your knowledge with a staff or sounding line. For self is a boundless sea of measureless. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather I have found a truth. And I think that's really important. There is no one absolute truth. Well, perhaps there is an absolute truth. For us humans, though, us mere mortals, there's layers of truth. Like, we discover more truth as we clear away our deepest wounds, as we heal the pain, more truth is revealed. It's coming to 3333. This is the divine feminine energy. And for those of you who are women and have been traveling with me for the better part of a decade or so, it's really time. We've done the work. Let's stop, thinking about it. Let's just actually go out there and do what makes our heart sing and brings us joy. And as we go, we're going with the awareness and understanding that there's more truth to discover. There's more truth to uncover. Say not, I have found the path of the soul. Say rather, I have met the soul walking upon my path. For the soul walks upon all paths. The soul walks not upon a line, neither does it grow like a reed. The soul unfolds itself like a lotus of countless petals. And that feels like so perfect to end this, considering we started with me mentioning about the lotus growing from the depths, following the light. And when the lotus breaks the surface of the water, all that witness the lotus are in awe of its beauty. So I'm in awe of your beauty. Thank you so much for showing up. I wish you a very happy Friday, or whatever day you're viewing this. Today is February 14th. It is that big commercial holiday where everyone celebrates love. I would encourage you, and I would actually like to thank you for celebrating love each and every day, and loving yourself in a way that you would like others to love you. Because remember, what you want also wants you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you for being a part of my journey here on Mother Earth. For that, I am eternally grateful. Until tomorrow night, everyone, take good care.